G'day trendsetters, I'm coming to you from the northern end of a former railway line. This former railway is likely to be converted to a paved rail trail if all goes to plan, and I'm going to attempt to ride it in its native form after the tracks were removed some 3 or 4 years ago. As this is a former railway line, much of the track's ballast still remains in place, as you can see here. Some parts a little bit sparser, but it's a pretty rough ride, so you'll require some bigger tyres for sure. I'm riding 700C by 35mm, which are okay, but could do with wider.
Here's a view of the former track bed, flying my drone nice and low and a little bit higher for a better view of the landscape. This section was relatively fast as the track ballast wasn't as prolific.
On the left there is some kind of marker, which obviously meant something along this former railway line. As you can see, the ballast here is quite deep on the left side, but that's pretty neat. Currently I'm at a former railway crossing, and as you can see on the ground here, there are signs of a former railway. In fact, there's a tiny bit of track still remaining. Here's a nice shot of the railway bed from a little higher up of a vantage point. And there's my bike. And here's a very low to the ground view of the former railway bed. And I'm just going to get nice and close to the ballast. You can see it's quite rough to ride on. So a 650B, if you're riding a gravel bike on this sort of surface, would be fantastic, or a mountain bike. Speaking of bikes, there you go, there's my bike right now, the Lightspeed Ultimate Gravel, and it might have been reviewed by the time this video appears or not, but either way, watch this space.
The ballast along this section is much deeper and thicker and quite tricky to navigate. I'm not exactly making fast progress. I'm riding a smaller gear at a higher cadence, attempting to keep my momentum going. If you've ever ridden in sandy stuff, I'm adopting a similar riding technique.
Here I've stumbled across what looks to be an ATV rider's party zone. There's broken beer bottles everywhere, and whoever has left this garbage behind doesn't have very good taste in beer, because all of it is bush beer. That is pretty cheap stuff. It's a shame people have to litter even out here in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty disrespectful.
In this scene, I ride through the broken beer bottle zone, and I'm thankful to be riding tubeless tyres with Orange Seal Endurance formula, just in case I did puncture a tyre.
And here is the first obstacle along the way, and if I pan the camera this way, you can see whoever has been driving this excuse of a road, thoroughfare or whatever, has made a nice detour. I have to tell you, it's quite taxing riding this sort of ballast gravel surface. Really hard workout, great workout actually, especially with a backpack containing a drone. This section is really overgrown, so well, I take back what I said, it's actually pretty rideable. Onward.
If this former railway line is ever turned into a rail to trail, whether it be paved or a limerock surface, the tree cover will make for pleasant shade in the hot summer months.
So here we are, trendsetters. I'm pretty much at the end of the line. If you look behind me, you can see it's getting pretty gnarly. It's really hard riding through this stuff, and I've only got about 3 miles to go, but that 3 miles could be a complete pain in the ass. So I'm going to leave it at that for this video.
Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future videos as they are released to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.